Intermediate English Listening Practice. All about teenagers. Being a teenager is a unique and unforgettable phase of life. It's a time filled with changes, challenges, and self-discovery. From making new friendships to navigating school, relationships, and figuring out who you are, the teenage years are full of ups and downs, sometimes thrilling, sometimes confusing, and often full of unexpected twists and turns. One of the best parts of being a teenager is the growing independence. As a child, you rely on your parents or guardians for almost everything, but as you enter your teenage years, you start to experience more freedom. Maybe you're allowed to go out with your friends without adult supervision, make your own decisions about what to wear, or choose your extracurricular activities. This independence feels exciting because you're beginning to shape your own identity and make choices for yourself. With this independence comes responsibility, and that can be both exciting and challenging. You're given more control over your life, but you also have to deal with the consequences of your decisions. Whether it's balancing schoolwork with your social life or making sure you're meeting your family's expectations, teenagers start to feel the pressure of being more accountable for their actions. It's a big shift, and while it can be overwhelming at times, it's also a crucial part of growing up. For many teenagers, friendships are one of the most important aspects of life. Teenagers often spend hours texting or talking with friends, hanging out after school, or making plans for the weekend. It's during these years that you may form deep, lasting friendships that carry on into adulthood. However, friendships can also be tricky to navigate as a teenager. There's lots of peer pressure, and the desire to fit in or be accepted by a particular group can sometimes lead to difficult choices. Teenagers might struggle with feeling left out, dealing with arguments between friends, or figuring out who they can really trust. Learning how to handle social dynamics and be true to yourself while building friendships is one of the biggest challenges of adolescence. But through the ups and downs, friendships during the teenage years are often the source of great memories and fun experiences. Whether it's laughing together during class, supporting each other through tough times, or discovering new hobbies and interests, friends play a huge role in shaping your teenage years. School is also a central part of life for most teenagers, and it's about much more than just academics. Sure, there's the pressure to get good marks, finish homework on time, and prepare for exams, but school is also where teenagers learn important life skills, explore their interests, and figure out what they might want to do in the future. Being a teenager often means dealing with the pressure of planning for what comes next. People will ask them what they want to do when they are older. For some, this can feel overwhelming. The teenage years are when you start to think about your future, whether that means choosing college courses, thinking about career paths, or simply figuring out what you're passionate about. On top of that, extracurricular activities like sports, music, drama, or volunteering often become a bigger part of life during this time. These activities allow teenagers to explore their talents, build confidence, and meet new people. They can be a great way to break up the routine of school and discover what really makes you tick. As you grow older and more independent, your relationship with your family often changes. Being a teenager can sometimes create tension at home because you want more freedom, but your parents or guardians are still trying to protect and guide you. Arguments about curfews, screen time, or responsibilities around the house can become more common, but that's part of the growing process. At the same time, being a teenager can also bring you closer to your family. As you start to mature, you may understand your parents better and see them less as rule enforcers and more as people who are trying to help you succeed. The teenage years are often when family bonds change and grow in new ways. One thing that's almost guaranteed during the teenage years is an emotional roller coaster. One day you might feel on top of the world, and the next everything seems overwhelming. Teenagers deal with a lot of emotions, from stress about school and friendships to excitement about new experiences or uncertainty about the future. Add in all the physical changes and hormonal shifts, and it's no wonder emotions can feel intense. Learning how to manage these feelings and take care of your mental health is one of the biggest lessons of the teenage years. Some people find an outlet, like sport, music, or writing, or talk to friends and family about how they're feeling. Navigating these emotions is a huge part of growing up. Ultimately, being a teenager is all about self-discovery. It's a time to figure out who you are, what you believe in, and what kind of person you want to become. You might experiment with different styles, hobbies, or friend groups, trying to find where you fit in. You'll make mistakes, but you'll also learn valuable lessons along the way. Being a teenager isn't always easy, but it's a time of life that's full of possibilities. It's a period of growth, adventure, and transformation that shapes who you'll be as an adult. While it can be challenging, it's also exciting and something that, later in life, you'll probably look back on with a smile. Can you tell me something about your teenage years? Write a comment below the video.